You know, step number one comes understanding of what's really going on. And I think for so many businesses, people haven't, as you said, they haven't been out in the forest, they don't really know, they haven't in many cases been to the countries where they are actually exploiting the environment in order to get supplies to make the products which they're then going to sell to the public. But gradually over the years, you know, more and more of the public have begun to understand what's going on out there. And so many businesses are beginning to realize that business as usual isn't going to work. People might not buy our goods if we continue making them like this, because there is a growing awareness, and people are beginning to vote in the grocery store by what they buy. And I think initially there was an awful lot of what I call greenwashing. There were many companies, and there still are some companies, who say that they're doing all kinds of environmentally good things for the local people, where they're getting these goods from. But they're actually not doing very much at all. It's greenwashing. And we know that that's been going on. But there are also companies who have developed very strong ethical, moral values. And what fascinated me is that I know three, and there's many more, but the three that I know best, who have been very, very much in the forefront of environmental business practice, who got that simply by realizing what they were doing to the natural world. And one of those companies is, I did find the actual year, and I think I've lost it now, but one of them, yes, here we are, Stonyfield Yogurt. I know Gary Hirschberg really well, and he began his environmental work with his company in 1983. I was with him yesterday, and if any of you haven't heard him talk, that would be a treat in store. It's absolutely incredible. His company is now 100% environmentally sustainable, 100%. And it's carbon neutral. And every single bit of energy he needs comes from the production of his yogurt. So that's very amazing. That was 1983. And then in 1985 came Patagonia. I think we all know Patagonia, the clothing company, and everything was recycled. It doesn't quite match up to Stonyfield Yogurt yet. But to my amazement, the first person I found who really suddenly looked down at what he'd done and thought, oh, horrors, I've got to do something about this, was long before the environmental movement began to impinge on business. And it was a man in Kenya, a man called Felix Mendel, and he had a very successful cement company, Bambori Cement. And there's one day he looked down and he saw this vast gash where everything was down to 1/4 inch above the saline, because it was on the coast in Kenya. And he said to himself, I've got to do something about this. And the story of what he did with that quarry is one of the real big success stories. But obviously, we can't wait for all of the big companies to develop ethical values. And so I think the question that you asked me, how do we bridge between this philosophy, this ethical